Who would like to do a short recap of what happened last time?
Well, initially we went. We were invited, like, to sightsee the majestic green gold, and the sightseeing included some festivities, like slamming down some ships of the Whispering Tyrant and playing with shadows, and the usual entertainment you expect to find. We had a nice time, and that's why we decided to once more come back with even more friends this time, to show them how good the attractions in this place are. Unfortunately, in the months that it took us to come back, apparently they have done absolutely shit to include new attractions, including walls, anything defensive, anything that would help them in an actual war, and
Not
all
true.
those fancy stuff.
Silverbloom is now a member of the Royal Guard. She did something.
Nice.
Okay. And then we spent a few days, as far as I am concerned, training young elves in fighting and sightseeing, and seeing what else we can pilfer, trade with green gold, with our nice trade agreements. And now we're all here together, a happy bunch of family, and like all family, it's one wants to kill the other one.
Wow. Okay. All right. How in the world are you going to get this happy family that wants to kill each other to work together to try to defeat Tarbafon and friends?
Like all family things, if you have a good family dinner, you put down the knives. That's how at least it works right here. You may want to strangle your uncle, but you won't going to be doing it in the family table. So that's why we insisted on that they needed better food. Also, we can always try to get them drunk and sign up when they don't know what they're signing.
Oh, that's a good one. What about the rest of you? Anything that might have been omitted, or anything you need clarified? Say so now before all the fun begins.
Don't believe so.
Some of those Rivendell priests be horny.
Yes. What clerics of Calistria?
Yeah.
Shit. What are
they have
her
no
teachings?
self-control.
No, there's self-control. They managed to self-control all the way to the temple, and then got stopped. The Rasmirans just got excited, that's all.
Yes.
Calistria is the I think her main three are lust, revenge, and trickery. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's part of the Elven pantheon. She's sort of like one of the. She is a major deity, right?
Yeah, she's a major one.
Yeah. So.
And
pretty.
She's from the Big 20 or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
It sounds like a Pokemon group.
Ah.
So tell me, what's her favorite animal? What's her symbol?
She likes bees.
Bees.
Wasps, I guess.
Wasps. Yes.
Wasp. Yeah. And her symbol is like 3 daggers sort of pointing in sort of different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's basically last hookers and revenge, and you really don't want to be on her bad side. He's like the deity that people are confused. How is he not evil? But yeah,
You should have access to a handout.
Oh, it disappeared.
No problem. I'm going to make it observer for everyone, so you will be able to see it. There you go. How about now?
Yep.
Nice.
On behalf of the people of Keonan, I welcome you to our land and to this critical council, one that might very well decide the future of our world. Let me thank you for coming and representing your people at this important juncture. I am sure your journey presented inconveniences. Your dedication to attending is but the first step in what is to be an even greater journey, one filled with immeasurable risks, if we are to achieve victory over an ancient and dreadful foe. What you do in the coming days will lay the groundwork for our first steps toward this victory, steps I hope will lead us to a future of partnership and mutual aid. Keonan's people are known for their self-reliance, but in this matter we must stand side by side. Only together shall we have any chance of success. The tyrant's power grows, but it is not absolute. Together we can break him. Together we can put him back into the ground where he belongs, this time for good. I know that we each have our differences, but I implore you to set them aside and look beyond them. We must fix our eyes ahead, plan for the worst, yet hope for the best. It all starts here with you. Every living soul around Lake and Carthan is counting on us, and the sanctity of life and death alike is in our hands. May wisdom and compassion guide you. Queen Talandia.
Idrissa. So, as your cleric of Razmir reads this aloud to all the delegates, Gorian the Glad applauds, as does Alzarius politely. Armonia, Walder, and Chalzo, they stand and nodding in appreciation, but this man, this pale man,
This man.
this wonderful cinnamon bun scoffs at you and says, like, put him back in the ground for good? Oh,
That's what his friends call him.
is that a play on words about how many times this man has been buried and come back from the dead? Oh, she's so clever and witty.
She's
I
trying.
Like the apparent witticism of the words to you, I think they are agreeable in most senses.
and even if we cannot put him like down for good, I'm down for like locking him up in a cell without his hand bones and jaw bones and whatever he needs to cast his stupid little spells and stop bothering all of our fine nations around here.
It's been done once before, Claven says. Gallowspire was well known to many of the people here. Your queen has very, very fanciful fantasies. I'm going to my cabin.
It's been done before. That only means that it can be done again.
Good day, sir, he says, leaving with his delegation.
Hey, sir.
I said good day.
I said.
Well, we can't force people who are afraid to face him, I suppose.
I love these custom quotes.
Oh, do you? Yeah, why don't you read your favorite? How about that?
It's hard to choose. I see two that are my particular favorite.
Okay. Read the two that you like the most. How about that?
No touchy.
No
Chelsea.
So why do you think?
Stupid. What?
Why do you think I chose No Touchy from Emperor Cusco?
I don't know. Oh, wait. It's because of how
I
fancy
vaguely
she looks.
remember as Davos as
No
mingling
touchy.
with one of those bureaucrats and making fun of his white clothes and flirting them during. I think when we were trying to hunt for like fish in a bowl or something.
Yes, they don't like getting dirty, and they do great pains to keep themselves clean and hygienic. They
Yeah,
spend lots and lots of money on cream and other things like that. They bathe more than daily. They have to wear pure white, the calistocracy, and, you know, the prophet's
That's
words.
why it's like the bureaucrats are in bright white and the warriors are in black, the black jackets.
Right, because stains don't show up on black.
Out of character, I don't want to take signs here, but Nearmathis has clearly been beat by Multhun in the drip department.
Are you? Oh, whoa! Let's hang on a second. Let's go back. Let's go to that. I'm interested. Yes. So you saying Multhun has better drip than Nermathus?
I mean, look at him. He's got like all of his medals with him. I thought, are those like rubies on his shoulder, or is that just a design? It might be just a design.
I
No,
think
it's
we
like
could say
a
it's
red,
rubies.
No,
He has
red,
like
it's red with like
that'd be fucking
something
funny as hell.
sticks. But is it my idea or is he actually missing one of his hands?
One of his hands.
What? The other one is here.
Is it a hand or is it just a?
It does look like
Yeah.
It looks like it's like grafted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the AI didn't do a very good job of finishing his body. All I was given were the heads.
I like my idea that this is just like he's a wannabe pirate, not a like normal Navy officer. And he removes that gloves and puts a hook in there when he's
yes.
on board of the ship.
Gorian the Glad definitely looks like a modern gentleman
So
down here.
it's really weird because he has a finely tailored suit that looks like a scholar's outfit, and it is a well-dressed suit. He does not wear his armor. The only thing he wears is maybe the pads of the shoulders underneath, kind of like to make him look more buff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's crazy that he has like no red or like green in his attire, like at all.
Which one?
Gorian.
Oh, Gorian? Yeah, he's
Pretty sure that-
You know, like being like a last wall.
Maybe he's
like,
trying to distance himself from the two very red and green delegates.
yes.
There.
He gets the red from the black.
We got my boy Elzarius representing the 13th step. Not
Yeah.
quite as epic as me, but you know, getting there.
Yeah.
And Ustalav, you know, creepy vampire aesthetic, almost down pat.
But do you call him a vampire?
No, he's just, you know, I feel like because vampires are real in this world, vampire, like, you know, superstition is more feasible. And, you know, this is classic vampire attire.
So, Ustalav is ruled by vampire houses. You are not far off.
You see, he lost his melanin in one of the battles. It was a drastic loss.
It was a terrible tragedy.
He was morbing?
He met Tarbafon on the field of battle, and he extended his hand to him and said, "Ah, precious melon."
I like to
Absorbed it from
think
him.
that the bureaucrat is like actually facing that way. That's why his shackles he's looking. Ah, look at him. Ah.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Yeah, we need to chill. He might like slay all the gods and become a god or something. We have to fight him later on.
This is why I wanted to wait for everyone to be here for the first couple of sessions. This is the stuff I love.
I feel like if we have Paxis, Alzarius, and Athenor in the same room, we're
Excuse me.
reaching dangerous levels of attractiveness in a singular conveyance.
Oh, it's gonna be really great because there's going to be a very, very fancy party the first night here. Everyone's going to go back to their rooms for the afternoon and whatnot, and then the party's going to be at night. Shall I show you the elven estate which you'll be staying on?
Please, please.
Sure. It's not like a treehouse.
Here we are.
A treehouse, you say?
Oh, it looks pretty. Looks nice.
Ooh, nice.
This is a noble estate that has been donated for the cause.
The bottom like overview kind of reminds me of like a sci-fi scene a bit.
Really?
You know, like the
Castroville?
layout.
You're not...
Not really. It's not like jungly. It's like a, you know, Habdome kind of sci-fi feel.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not too far off. They did want to invoke feelings of otherworldliness here, along with the yellow roses that will permeate the gardens outside the bounds of this map. The yellow roses and other plants are taken directly from Castroville to give them a feeling of home. And as you can see, this is your cabin if you wish to retreat there until the evening. Or you can just, you know, like look around the grounds, see what's happening, but nobody's meeting with you right now. No one's going to let you in while they're preparing for the party.
Okay.
Also, Luthrien's going to get ready for the party. She says, bye.
Oh, see ya.
Zuriel is still called a cursing jam on the token.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't change the token. I will change it here.
And I still love Palin's jazz hands. He's about
Those
to
are
get wizardly.
Those are mage hands, sirs.
Yeah. Kind of had the Doctor Strange vibe.
Yes. So do you want to retreat to your cabin? Do you want to take a look at where the party will be held? Or do you want to, you know, maybe scope out some romantic scenes for later? You know, for, you know, if you want to talk privately with people?
I will scope out the venue to find the best spot for idling and
Oh.
observing.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I don't trust the Rasmussen as well. But how long do we have before the party?
You have about 4 hours.
Okay. How about I telepathic bond us in case something interesting happens? Would you like to do that now or before the party?
How does it work?
I love that.
Wait, I thought you were a learned under Rasmussen. You don't know how the spell works?
Are you unable to explain it?
Oh, I will explain it. I'll be sure to use words that you can understand.
Speak them slowly if it helps you.
I'll do it if it helps you.
How long until the party?
4 hours.
It is acceptable.
I'm gonna take you to the venue.
To the venue.
So
Whoa!
have to
Oh, damn, it's
come
sparkling.
back that much. As far
What
as
the hell?
Felt is concerned, he will have spent like those few hours. First of all, catching up with the kids that he had trained previously, and then if there is enough time, he would have gone to speak with the last whole general, and mainly like chit chat about the like military matters of this. Like, how does he see the defenses of this place? How would he? If he was in charge, what he would have changed and stuff like that, but not in like a official capacity, but more like soldier to soldier, like, oh yeah, there we could do that or this. Just trying to build rapport with the, like, only one he doesn't see as a pure asshole.
So the general will meet with you, but only after the party.
Sure, then I will
Perhaps
do
at
the
the
same chat with the. I assume that the delegation has soldiers alongside the general,
Yes.
so I will spend like my time chit chatting with the soldiers. Like, for me, it's like I see myself more like as part of the entourage of the bureaucrat here to. Yes, I have my own part as a captain, but I'm also part of protecting the bureaucrat. I assume the soldiers are also here to protect the general, so more like speaking to them as equal.
the soldiers happily talk with you, and they're going like, well, we're kind of all sworn to an oath of secrecy. That was one of our stipulations for coming here. And but they openly talk to you about Tarbafon. It's like they're his biggest fan or whatnot. They know so much about him and Iomade. They will talk endlessly about it and the battles and whatnot. Anything specific?
We exchange like war stories for my time against Tarbafon, their time against Tarbafon, like trying to build rapport with them and exchange war stories basically. And maybe for me, because I see, at least at this point, this alliance probably failing and me going back to fighting Tarbafon's armies on our own as we were used, like trying to see their tactics, tell them our tactics, compare like notes to see how to deal with different types of undead and different type of troops and stuff like that. Like purely military and battle talk, not so much as but yeah, basically passing my time by exchanging war stories and tactics and ideas.
They will indulge you happily, and they recognize that you are a soldier of considerable power. For those of you oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, continue.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that I assume that due to my level and stuff like that, I'm probably more like a captain of a squad rather than like a soldier.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's perfectly fine. Yes. And they will recognize that. Do you have, like, is there a Blackguard symbol of status or whatnot you have for being so high up the rank? How do they distinguish you as a black jacket, or do they not make distinctions so people can't just, like, assume, oh god, it's this one?
So I wear a very fancy black armor. So it's, but I do have with me my actual ceremonial black jacket, and I haven't seen any art of like it. But I assume like all military organization, there will be like different stripes and stars and such for the different positions. I haven't seen anything like in the art, but I would have, I assume, at least in my. Not in my armor, but maybe in my like overall and those coats, those black coats that we wear. I will have those stripes and stars.
Okay. All right, so you are a decorated captain, and this is something you wear visually, like all the time, or?
No, so the black jacket uniform is like actually a black jacket. It is like almost like a black gabardine if you see it, like an overcoat. But I wear that, I assume, only on like official things like meetings and stuff like that. I have it with me, but it's not like my armor or something that I would actually wear in combat because it's a coat that can easily get destroyed.
Dress uniform.
Yeah, dress uniform. That's the correct word. Yeah, thank you.
No sweat, no sweat. Okay, now I understand. Anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay. So, for those of you scouting out the venue, you see that the elves have spared no expense gussying this place up. If you look to the north, you can see the Aurora Borealis. You have an enchanted orchestra. You have all these things on a buffet of all elven cuisines, all undercooked. Lots of wine. You have many tables for socializing and games and things to do. You have a groundskeeper who is abnormally talented to play on what appears to be a harpsichord piano thing. You have like these big entryways for where the delegates come down, and you can see like their beautiful dresses and overcoats and whatnot. And of course, you have all the tables where you'll be sitting at. You can also...
so this is like upstairs, and then this is downstairs.
Yeah. This is definitely upstairs. And you get this very evoked feeling of otherworldliness and the stars and everything, that elves are not really of this world, but at the same time they live in harmony with the world, but they like to remember their heritage and where they came from. And wherever you look, the theme of nature is very, very present among the stars. Now, what sort of trap are you setting up for the delegates?
Okay, so I plant 3 bombs.
Okay.
One under their harpsichord. I'm just walking around, scoping the place out.
Oh yeah, they have a very impressive spread.
At least they can make an acceptable get-together.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm technically in 2 places at once.
You are, and you've had the wrong name on this one because I said everything in
Yeah,
advance. There you go.
We have 2 people.
I think Athanor will be looking around for romantic spots and
Oh.
yeah.
Oh. Well, Athanor, you find
Yeah.
no better romantic spot than
Oh.
the very cherished,
Jesus
very
Christ.
sacred, very wondrous beacon of Calistria.
It's on token vision.
You're pretty sure if you bring someone back here, they'll tell you anything. Let's get the others out here. This is where the romantic spot is, children.
This is where the magic happens. Wow. It looks like that tower in Baldur's Gate 3.
It definitely does.
Magic does happen there, but it's painful.
You know,
Who
maybe...
will Athanor take here tonight?
I don't know. Maybe you'll take someone here tonight. Maybe
And
it'll
how
be
many enemies will ambush him?
Oh my god. First of all, you're inside of Keonan. Secondly, you're inside of Green Gold. And third, you're on a noble's estate. You can't get any safer than this. Tarbafon cannot send a plague barge this far into land.
Just crashes.
We'll find out about that. It'll be like a flying barge or something.
Play bud comes through and just
Athanor,
crashes into the
I'm
tower.
back.
Oh my god.
Oh, God damn it!
He just comes in a tuxedo.
Damn it, just as when I was getting my groove on.
I want to be at the fancy party too, but
I
Talandia
want to
didn't
attend
invite.
the fancy party.
It's about me.
Oh, a fantabulous party without me.
God. So, yeah, any of you can bring someone back here. It doesn't just have to be Athanor. You know, like, who will be adventurous enough to isolate one of the delegates and assassinate them? I mean, talk to them.
Trying to see who will go to try to assassinate the third mask or whatever stupid name he has, so that I can like support him.
Oh God.
No.
Are you?
I guess
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I guess Zoria will probably want to see what the security is like here.
Ah, yes, the 2 guards. And
I
your
train
one...
them personally. They are the best.
Yeah, they are, unfortunately.
What? I know, I was there. I helped. Are they still any better at learning magic? Can they at least detect magic?
They can detect magic. Elves can detect magic. They have that much, yes. Here are your private quarters. So instead of beds, you have these pillow things.
Oh.
Sorry.
Bramble, calm down.
I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
Stop getting so freaky in the bedchamber.
You know,
Look at these nice beds.
you have a nice study for the nerds. You have like
Me and
this...
Palin are just sitting back to back in silence.
you have the mini war room where Zuriel and Felt are just planning things, and then you have like the relaxation room where Athenor is and Luthien.
And Bramble, don't forget him.
Yes, Bramble is asleep on the mini pillows. Everything smells like bear now.
I feel like Felt and Zorio was just talking about war strategies in here. It's like,
When are
you
we
need
going
to try this maneuver.
When are we going to fight Tarbathon? Next year. Next year.
We must wait until Battlecry comes out. Then we'll be able to fight in
Matt's combat. I'm
squads.
telling you, it's the future.
Yes. You won't believe how many level 1s we can fit into this here trope. It'll be amazing, I tell you.
But you do recognize, as is prevalent in most of elven architecture, most things are circles. Elves love circles.
Circles are pretty cool. You don't want to be a square.
Mm-hmm.
So me and Zuriel, from what I see, we push off all this insignificant stuff and start like a game of cards, gambling or something.
The time is yours to do with what you will.
Sure. What do you have? I like your jacket. It looks good on me.
Sure, just don't get it dirty. You, for a kingdom that's like always on war, you can't imagine how busy some of our like diplomats get when we get our uniform dirty.
Yes, I understand. I stay in Volumus for most of my work. That's not when I'm not teaching, of course.
You're a teacher. What's
Yes.
your subject?
I'm in Magambia. I focus mostly on battle magic.
The best kind of magic.
Yes.
So you're a Sun
If you,
Tempest mage?
Actually, no, Cascade Bearer.
Cascade Bearer. Those are the nerds.
Yes, I am your nerdy archer.
I don't mind if you're a nerd. If your magic can tear through a hole through an enemy formation, that's good enough.
Yep, you can do that and more.
The more stuff, my boys can't handle them. It's like the stupid formations that we need to break, and then we can bring chaos. Victory, I mean.
That is
Chaos is bad. We need order.
That is going to be a major problem because the ranks of undead know all the strategies and all the formations of the Last Wall soldiers while they were in life.
Well, good thing that we're not Last Wall soldiers.
Boys, hit him with the zombie mode. Ooh.
through the tunnel.
Paxis is compiling his observations and knowledge gathering efforts into the psyche and day to day of the elven people
Mhm.
of Green Gold, at least.
Well, oh, go ahead.
Since you said that, Felt will look over towards Paxus and like turn towards Uriel back and say, you don't happen to have a spell to bring the brains of those people back to normal, right?
That would require a ritual. I have to consult Magambi about that. I'm not really trained in the arts of revival.
Oh, not revival. I mean, those people that think that their stupid person is a god and that everyone else needs to like bow and give them money and what other bullshit they conjure every time.
Like
our fleets meet.
he'll turn around and then look back at you and say, "Yeah, I don't really have the magic for revival. It's not quite my forte."
I see what you mean.
Yeah, we're gonna find someone that's maybe a Cernite.
Wouldn't that person simply burn them?
No. Try to find the goodness in them, bring it out, or burn them. There is a slight difference.
That's why I hate talking about religion, and they make it the whole thing of theirs being religion. Like, who the fuck cares? It's not like the gods are down here fighting, it's us.
Yeah, they'll typically send their heralds or clerics in their stead. But they're worshiping a false god, a swindler, if you will. Person, no doubt, in his elder years, right about now.
Yeah.
I just say out loud, and he could probably fall of old age at any moment.
Yeah, that makes me a little bit more terrified, considering that what we are here trying to do is fight against such a zombie powerful mage that simply didn't want to die and decided that, oh well, let's let loose hell in all of surrounding countries because I'm too asshole to die.
Agreed.
I'm having my own peaceful contemplations of Pyrrha away from the naysayers. As would surely, if they were to engage me in theological debate, they would be crushed and shattered
Yes, they would.
beyond repair.
You would activate your trap card.
Facts and
No. Those are the traps that you would step into it.
no. My
Misdirection and bullshit. are
my
your
truths are truther than the truth.
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
Your truths are conspiracy. Yes.
Yeah, they are so truther that they've come full circle and be like complete lie.
Well, I can tell you, Paxis, your observations of the elven people, they don't look ready for a war. They honestly, they're not the ancestry that you would first think of when participating in war. They've stayed out of so many conflicts on Galarian for so long. Aside from these stories about fighting Tree Razor and whatnot, you don't think you've seen a single elven soldier ever. I mean, they sound kind of almost fabrications. Like, the elves copied the humans and said, like, yeah, we have that too.
they're forming protection around themselves. Interesting.
Would anyone else like to do something before the party? Any observations they would like? Any questions
For a second
answered?
there, I was almost happy that this was a war machine, and then I zoomed in and see that it is probably a harp.
Yes. It is a musical instrument. Yes.
That is.
I was
yes,
for a
but-
second like, oh, they have like something defensive on the windows. Oh, nope. that's
Oh,
harp.
my favorite, the in-house trebuchet.
What? Okay.
Isidore just looks out the door. He sees Felt flying across the room. Whee!
The man somehow launched himself with a harp. So I don't know how.
Trebuchet.
It's all in the lower muscle training.
Oh my god.
Elven catapult.
All right. So Bramble cannot come to the fancy party. I'm sorry.
We can't put him in like
No.
a no.
We
You
can't
could-
dress him up in a suit.
You could dress him up in a suit, yes, but animals are not allowed amongst the delegates. They won't even let Bramble in the delegation when you do your talks and whatnot and introductions and everything and do the
Wow.
signings and stuff. I'm sorry.
I want to say that that's not completely true. Some animals are allowed.
Oh, what? Wow. The war hasn't even begun yet, but first blood has been drawn.
I don't know. I got my direct orders from the bureaucracy was that if I meet with them to make sure that they stop pillaging our ships in the name of tribute. That was the only thing they told us.
so far.
All right. Who is not dressing up? Who's going like a military man? I need to know. Who's going in adventure mode, who's going in battle mode, and who's going as I am going to a fancy party.
I'm always dressed my best.
Okay.
Zoria will put on his fancy robes.
Ah, yes. The Magambian robes, the things that tell everyone you were from one of the best magical schools in the entire world.
Yes, we need these elves jealous.
I got
I will be in my military uniform. I have a picture like in the Discord of what it looks like.
One of my
those things from
skulls
Star Trek.
is duplicated. It should be Cursing Jam, but it's 2 Scots. Yep, you both hiccuped at the same time. That's how I know. Alright, that should be correct. Yep. Cursing Jam now has his own individual skull. It's not a duplicate of Scott. I apologize for that technical faux pas.
Nice.
Are you ready for the party, gentlemen?
Yes, I'll just have my bow. I'll like spin it around and turn it into a staff.
Okay. I didn't know mages could do that, but that's pretty neat.
You know, you see, I am the best as a mage, the Magambian mage.
Ooh.
I just took the spell striker staff.
So the atmosphere here isn't exactly jovial. A lot of the people that have come here kind of look like they have mixed impressions of the elves and what is happening here. Now, several tables have been arranged, and from what you can see, people seem to be shuffling about uncomfortably with the rest of their delegation sitting at their tables and everything. They see you. They see the spread. they know it's supposed to be a mixer and an icebreaker before tomorrow where introductions are formally done and whatnot, but they just don't feel like their hearts are in it right now. Except for this man. He's drinking wine already.
He's trying to get toasted.
Oh, yeah.
Felt actually appreciates that it is a nice venue with, like, from what I see, sparkling colors and nice visuals, and I assume nice food and wine. So he will be having his time of his life as well. I mean, the tough part is for the diplomats as far as he's concerned.
So you guys gonna be wallflowers? Are you gonna ask people to dance? Are you gonna, go get food? Near Mothis. Oh, go ahead.
No, I can't see anything.
Sorry, go ahead.
You can't see anything?
Nope, just a black screen. Little dots moving around.
Eh.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Palin didn't arrive yet. He's here, guys. So near Mothis is all the way here in Siberia, like she's trying to avoid everybody.
I will sample some of the elven foods.
Ah, yes.
Ethanor, you shouldn't leave a lady alone.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll go. I guess I'll go.
Other people are served
he doesn't even
food.
shift. His body just slides across the floor.
Like a vacuum
Like,
cleaner.
right.
like a stone statue.
Yes. So, Armonia Yaskan is clad in rugged leathers and warm cloaks. She seems nervous about whatever General Walder is talking about all the way over here, like she's lip-reading him. And she is very focused. She doesn't even notice Athanor vacuum cleaner over.
I couldn't help but notice you're quite interested in what the other general down there is doing.
Oh, she looks a bit surprised, but then regains her composure and says, like, well, he burned down my capital 3 times now. I've had to rebuild it 3 times.
Awkward.
Ooh, yikes.
That's a yikes.
Yes, I understand that the relations between both your kingdoms are quite strained, and that you're practically at war with one another.
But nice wine.
I am at least relieved that no representative from Uprak is here, so I can handle Multhune. But as for the hobgoblins, I don't think I would have tolerated coming here had Queen Talandia reached out to them as well.
Yes, somehow I think that they probably weren't high on the list of people Queen Talandia was looking to invite.
I'm thankful Ardax the Whitehair gave his invitations at pretty much the same time. Hopefully they're occupied in Belkson for the moment.
Yes, it seems like our nation is sort of surrounded on all fronts by enemies.
That's how it feels sometimes, but we're, for lack of the better term, we're a scrappy lot. I mean, things were bad for you in the Wildwood for quite a while, from what I hear. And you managed to turn it around. You flipped the table on the druids.
Yes, there were some rough times at the beginning, but I had a group of knights who were willing to go so far as to even, explore the plane of wood in order to make sure we had secured the wildwood. So, at the end of the day, I'm sure that we can provide valuable assistance to one another, and that we can share resources quite easily.
I do appreciate that, Lord Athenor. We are not a desperate people, but we are a people in need, if you can understand the difference. Your words will not be soon forgotten, and I appreciate them.
Awesome. Can I make an impression? with that?
You definitely can. I say the roleplay alone got you a point.
Awesome. Easy. And I will try and push it even further.
Kill him, Athenor, kill him.
What?
Get him.
Well, you'll definitely get Multhun's support if you do. Ah, that is a critical success.
The other side, yeah.
You have made
buddy.
a grand first impression on this woman. Tell me, what weaknesses and strengths would you wish to know about her?
Ooh, I would like to know her strengths.
Okay.
And
I can tell you that implying that Nermathus is helpless or in need of pity diminishes their fighting spirit, causing you to take a -2 status, a -2 circumstance penalty on your next check to influence her. That is one of her strengths. And you get one more. You can get a weakness if you wish because you critically succeeded.
yeah, I'll take a weakness.
Praising the resiliency of Nermathi soldiers, beset upon all sides, as you just did, casting them as unsung heroes shows that you have understanding of their plight, and you get a +2 circumstance on your next check to influence her. So you've already experienced that. You found that just through roleplay.
Yeah, wow. Easy. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll invite her to dance while the rest of the characters
yes.
sort of talk to other people.
She will go to the dance floor with you. Who am I going to next?
All right. I'm trying the hard one.
Oh. What?
We'll take some wine and
Yes.
fit myself. Does the Drumis delegate, like, is she eating or drinking at all? Or is she just sitting?
No, absolutely not. She is
Oh
not.
yeah, they I forgot.
Yeah, they don't. They have very specific rules about what they can do, especially while they have those white gloves on. And she politely nods as you take a seat at the table and says, like, "Well, hello. I believe you are from Zer or Razmir. Or what do you call your country again?"
What?
A good start. About as good as your man over there made.
Yes, quite.
So I can imagine why the shrewd peoples of Druma would see value in such an agreement of people.
We, the people of Druma, see value in everything as part of who we are.
As do we, the people of Razmarat. In truth, I fear sometimes that despite the chilly relations between our peoples, we see many things in similar lights. Though there are definitely some things that are outside of that.
Well, in the spirit of friendship, I suppose I can agree to that. Just stop stealing from our ships, assholes!
Though
Do you-
some of my fellows might crumble before they admit it, I, for one, do admire the Drumish pursuit of wealth and success in life. It does quite mirror some of the tenets of Rasmir's own teachings.
She very politely smiles. Like she's
But,
holding back.
I believe I heard it from the grumblings of your men over there while we were relaxing in our chambers. The Drumis delegation wishes to bring forward some suggestions or complaints.
Yes, actually, we do. I won't speak of them here, but I do appreciate you acknowledging.
Well, in the spirit of cooperation, concessions can be made from all sides, I'm sure. In the end, we all simply, as both of our faiths dictate, want to live successful, happy lives. Do we not? That is the goal of the living, and why we fight the dead.
I would hope that we would not need to fight the dead, but if we do, there is profit to be made in it. Yes. They do not live by the same values we do. Tarbathon cannot be reasoned with.
No. There's no money in being dead. I know better than to ask if you would like to partake, but you should sample some of the food. It is quite good.
I will have a boy bring food later, and I will imbibe in private. I will not give you the satisfaction of watching me stuff food into my gullet, pressing my lips down upon the texture. No, it must not be seen. Not in public.
I'm concerned that you think that would be an indulgence for me.
It is a terrible indulgence for everyone to eat in the presence of others, to drink in the presence of others, to see the very unsavory biological acts. No, I must remain pure.
Well, there are occasions for everything. One thing that may be disallowed in certain company might be allowed for others in certain circumstances. This is supposed to be a celebration of seeking cooperation. I'm sure your tenants would allow you some simple pleasures in the spirit of things.
Very well, and she'll call over Felt. Felt,
Where's my
drink wine for me with this man.
Feld comes over. He's already like holding a plate and has like half a glass of wine remaining. What?
Yeah. Do that with him. Satisfy this man in front of me.
In utter confusion, Feld will turn toward Paxus and go. Well, you have to forgive our bureaucrat here. The Callistocracy is very demanding in formal events like those, how they present themselves. But yeah. Why should I? Anyways, looking at this unlikely pairing of people,
Yes.
it can only bring me joy that there is indeed future in this endeavor that we're all trying. After all, we are trying to find middle ground to smash ugly bastards to the ground. It's for their own of course, achievements and value and gains, but as I'm sure that my bureaucrat can attest to, with her keen mind, I'm sure hope the same goes for you, Masked One, that the gains of one are much lesser than the gains of many. Like, they can compound of sorts. Each one of us, I'm sure, that thinks their kingdom can fight against the Whispering Tyrant, but the profits, the success will be lesser compared to if all of us fight the Whispering Tyrant.
I look back at her. I say, I hope you didn't bring him to talk for you.
Nope, I'm just here to eat, drink, and
Yes, you say.
mix with my own kind of people.
You say.
And Felt will like look around and see that the only other one in actually formal military attire is like this man over here.
Both of these
So
men.
he will. No, this one is in a suit. I don't count
He-
that as.
He came fully clad in knight's armor, and he's uncomfortably adjusting things.
Okay then.
Yeah, yeah.
Those two.
So before you go over there, Paxis, do you wish to make an impression with this woman and learn some resistances or weaknesses after introducing
Sure.
yourself? Yeah.
What check is it?
It can be perception, religion, or society. Religion will be the easiest.
I will do a religion.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a blind check?
It is a blind check, yes. Hiccuping.
Yep.
All right, so do you want a
Hiccuping the
resistance?
Rasmussen technique.
Do you want a resistance or a weakness?
Weakness.
Characters flaunting a lot of wealth, especially jewelry and precious metals like your mask, impress Chalzo and gain a +2 circumstance bonus on their first check to influence her.
Sweet.
So you were correct. You are not that different from her.
Yeah, you're both pompous assholes.
We're
that
not
one
so
of them
different,
is
you
my
and I.
Oh, God.
Like you are a rube who was commanded to drink wine.
Yes. Yes, drink. Yes, now look into his eyes. Look intensely. Yes, this pleases me.
I see. So he is your diplomat, and you are her.
You said whore!
Sorry, my words might have slipped.
So, Phil,
Oh, somebody can make a romance novel.
I
out of
want
this,
to-
guys.
I want to put it that simple. The Calistocracy has two separate branches. One is the diplomats, the
I am
People, the
aware of the
bureaucrats.
organization of the council.
the other are those of us that fight. And yes, it is my job, at least right now, to protect her if anything untoward her happens. But
and to drink wine for her, apparently.
I don't need her permission to that. But if she likes me drinking wine, why am I to object?
so fight.
I sip my own wine through my mask.
Okay.
Both of you need straws.
So, Fael, after witnessing that very uncomfortable wine sipping through what appears to be a porcelain gold mask or whatever, who would you like to talk with and introduce yourself to?
So I will be trying to. So first of all, since this man is on armor, I'm gonna make my way over there, like gently slap him on the metal armor on the back and go,
Oh,
Oh,
lucky you. I have to wear those like stuffy uniform clothes. I will gladly wear my armor over that. It's much more comfortable, right?
No, I
I
only
see him.
I only put it on to influence people. I had no idea it was this heavy. As a raider, I always wore leathers. Things were easier in the old days.
I like myself the sturdy protection of heavy cast iron rather than like leather. But to each of his own. I can see the value of light armors when you need to be more mobile in the battlefield. That said, you, me, and that chap over there appear to be like the mostly military people over here. How about we all three of us share some stories and of our fights, especially against the Whispering Tyrant? I'm sure that you have faced his minions plenty of times. You have, from what I understand, your people do not reach the rank that you are here alive if they have not already crushed plenty of the legions of the Whispering Tyrant, right?
I wish that were true. Many of our new recruits have never seen battle. Many of those who are seasoned veterans either fall or live on to tell their stories to train others. It's a simple matter of logistics.
That's why I say that people of your rank are the seasoned veterans, right? That have fought the legions.
Not exactly. I did most of my fighting before last Wallfell.
I see.
Yeah, so we were very adept at, taking what we wanted, and then at a certain point, it was just like, fight Tarbafon or join the fodder, and it's just like, well, time to be a scholar, and I traded my Raider's axe for my scholar's glasses. Both of which I took from other people, by the way.
I see. Felt Stone will indeed turn a little bit less impressed by the man who cannot wear his armor without being uncomfortable in it. But regardless, he will tell his own story of when he was caught prisoner of the minions of Tarbafon and how he broke free and how this gave him a new perspective in life, and then goes, I think that is a similar position then that your nation finds yourself to. You got crushed. There is no other way to put it, but it is the chance that you get now to reinvent yourself, to come out stronger from this disaster that is given to you. That is up to you and your people to take. It is, of course, harder when you speak in the scale of a full nation compared to the scale of a single man doing it. So your job is harder, but I assume the rewards will also be better. But from someone who has been into the brink of death and destruction from the same foe that brought you into that place, I can only hope that you find the strength in your people, in those new recruits and the old veterans who train them to become a force stronger than you were even before you fell.
This man is writing down everything you say because this is very inspirational.
And as far as military concern, as far as military is concerned, I'm sure that as long as you have valuable stuff to trade for, I'm sure that my people, the Black Jackets, with the blessings of the Calistocracy, will be able to be of assistance to this endeavor of yours.
The markup from Druma is so high, though. 70% or more? I mean, we'd be better scavenging the ghostlands for weapons lying on the ground at that point.
Druma may be expensive, but you also know what else they are. They're very fair. They are expensive because they are the best. We do not mark up just to mark up. We mark up to exactly the value that we offer. If we want to be precise about trading, you go to Druma, right?
And he kind of thinks on it, and it's just like, Geb has cheaper prices.
Yeah, but Geb also falls more easily. I mean, they haven't managed to win over Next for how many years now?
Somewhere deep inside of Mechanar, Geb's head suddenly pricks up, and he goes like, "My bloodlords, find this man! Silence him!"
What? Sorry, what level are you? You're not strong enough to fight me.
God. Okay, so go ahead and roll your impression with Gorian the Glad. I think that was very inspirational and
Yeah, that's pretty good.
heartwarming too at the same time. You know, Felt doesn't really act like I thought he would.
No, he's a seasoned war veteran. He's not like a barbarian. He's not like a uncouth person. He has lived for like hundreds of years. Years, not hundreds.
You may give me a perception, a society, or a battlefield lore if you like.
Warfare?
Warfare lore, yes.
Warfare.
Not sports lore. Sports lore is only in Starfinder. All right.
Who's his favorite Brutaris team?
Why the Absalon? Absalon
that's my
Abes.
team.
Yep. Would you like a resistance or a weakness of Gorian the Glad?
Give me resistance.
Gorian does not trust either of the delegates from Razmirin or Ustalov in any way, and showing any sign of trust towards one of them is disturbing to him, causing him to take a -1 circumstance penalty on all further attempts to influence him until such support is recanted. This penalty increases to -2 if you show trust toward both of the delegates.
I can't get anywhere near this guy.
Not even, you know, that not even the Drumish lady told you to fuck off.
Well, you know, people of Lastwall have been through a lot. If only they had accepted Rasmir's plight.
I was steering light to right now.
That terrible thing wouldn't have happened.
My God. Moving on. Zuriel Palin, would you two like to do anything?
Yeah, I would like to teleport Paxus to Gravelands. I just want a box.
I teleport back after
Ooh.
sunbursting a tire area.
Ooh, Palin sits down with Clavins or Dronte, and he acknowledges your presence, Palin, and he offers you a drink. So, you're not like the others?
So,
Tell me, what's your angle? Or are you some sort of diplomat? Are you an assassin? You're not dressed as an assassin.
Palin is muted.
Palin dead.
Palin decides that
Nope,
he's
I was
not
muted.
belong here.
You've been muted this whole time.
Same
without
thing.
realizing
Muted this whole time.
I don't have an angle, so that makes me different, I guess.
Well,
But I'm a wizard.
well, if you don't have an angle, why are you here, wizard?
I'm here to make my own.
I was
name.
invited.
Well, we were all
He said that
invited.
strong B.
That's why I'm here.
Yes. So tell me, why is it you believe in the elves? Why are you fighting the enemy of all who live. Why did you accept the invitation? I know how to read between the lines.
Well, I live, so the enemy who all that lives is kind of my enemy. So I figured I should help out while we have people to help out with.
Oh, you're so boring. You're just like all the others. He just
Living and trying to stay alive. I know. It's so
He's-
boring.
he shifts around uncomfortably in his seat like he's getting like a heat wave he doesn't like. No, you're as troublesome as the sun.
It's going to be a while before I can figure out how to become a lich.
He begins laughing abruptly and says, "That's a good one." Okay, you're funny. That's redeeming in my eyes.
So why are you here?
My uncle said I had to be here. You know how it is. Third nephew, third in line to Ustalov. 3 times the boring, shitty diplomatic functions your uncle doesn't want to go to.
So have you ever been able to turn around one of these crap duties into something big?
On occasion, I can have some fun, but... well, no. I don't really have that kind of pull. I wish I did.
Well, if maybe you formed an alliance that nobody was expecting, or formed a war that nobody was expecting, maybe you could come out as a shining boy somehow.
You know... Nate looks over to you. I'm not sure about any of you, but I am sure about one thing. We have been fighting Tarbafon longer than anyone else. You will not reach me with such words. No, my good man. As we are the ones who first dealt with the tyrant. We are the ones who first suffered under his yoke. We lived under his oppression for centuries. No one knows the tyrant better than we do. And I can tell you this right now. There is no profit in war. There is no glory in war. There is no honor in war. There is no life after war with Tarbafon, and my country is proof of that, I assure you.
Well, maybe you can get a deal where all you're doing is advising and you don't even have to get involved.
You are funny.
I don't know anything about Tarbafon.
Well, let me teach you the first thing about Tarbafon is that he is an ultimately powerful being that does not tolerate anything or anyone. All these social niceties, all these things about, and he points over to Gorian the Glad, those people being introduced to society when they were barbarians and slavers for 8,000 years, thinking that we'll forget everything overnight. Those people over there, he points to the Drumish lady, goes like, thinks that everyone can be bought and sold. That man over there, he points to Wesker, the Molthuni representative, who doesn't even think that Nermathus is their own blood. And, of course, you know, the elves. Suddenly interested in everyone else's business because they're tired of sitting on their hands, and he polishes off the wine. They're good at making wine, though, I'll give them that. They're not good at getting the point across, and the point is that they're just disconnected. No, they won't be the ones to draw anyone into the battle with Tarbafon. This little thing, and he turns the wine glass upside down in your presence. This little delegation is doomed to fail because you don't understand Tarbafon, like you just said, and the elves don't understand Tarbafon. None of you do. Not even the people of Lastwall knew until he nuked it. Now they understand. And they
So did you guys try to form a delegation of your own before it? Like, what did you guys do to stop him?
We formed the 12 mighty houses of Ustalov, then he enslaved them all as vampires.
So that didn't work, huh?
No. And we still hear his voice in the back of our heads. We fight him every day. No one fights longer or harder than those from Ustalov. You see a man who is probably a spoiled brat in front of you, but I assure you I am as battle-hardened as any warrior, and I can tell you this, my wizard friend. We are no pushovers, and we will not be pushed into a war we did not deserve or asked for or want. You need to know more about the enemy before you can reach us.
Where can we go finding out more about him, or should we just butt our heads against him for a bit? Maybe become slaves ourselves?
No, I wouldn't recommend it. I recommend checking out the 3-hour video Podfinder made about Tarb Fawn.
No, he's an advertisement.
Ah, go ahead and roll your influence check against me, little wizard.
What am I rolling?
You may roll perception, society, or underworld lore.
The underworld.
Side is.
Okay. Blind, please.
Palin does live in a society.
He does. All right. Yeah, perception. Society, yes. All right. Do you want to know a resistance or a weakness to Clavins?
A weakness. He seems to be resistant to everybody.
He's resistant to the concept of a alliance.
Podfinder appears in the party as an archon, yes. Flattery and proper deference to his noble stature is the way to earn Clavince's admiration, granting you a +2 circumstance bonus on your next check to influence him. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Bro's named Clavins.
Yep. So, as Palin is talking with this man, Zuriel, whom will you be introducing yourself to at the party?
There's not that many good choices left.
You know, fuck it, we bought. I'm going with the Rasmir.
Let's go.
What about Multhun? Multhun is right there.
Leave it
Initially,
be.
it was who I wanted to go, but this guy wore armor, so he got my admiration for that. His
Because
plan
like all of
worked.
his medals, though.
Yeah, but still, one of them wore armor.
I want to fuck with the Rasmir.
Okay.
My mask
Also,
is better than his mask, you know.
Felt and Multhun have the same, like, the Multhun guy have the same expression.
Yeah.
My initial plan, but I assume that it is one-on-one setup, was to have a table that all three martial people we were talking about war and such, but it got derailed pretty fast.
Multhun will not sit with you unless he has your undivided attention.
Yeah, I assume that either way it was like one-on-one.
If you flipped your token, you could have a staring contest with it.
Oh my god.
Just scowling at each other.
So Zuriel, you pull up to Elzarius and he greets you and he says Mage of the Magambia, you are most powerful indeed and most recognized around the world. I'm greatly honored to be in your presence.
Yes. The honor is all yours. I'm just worried. Why are you just sitting alone by the table, not interacting with everyone?
It is not for me to interact. I must observe. I must see for the living god and tell him about what I have discovered here amongst the elves of Keonan. I am one of the first of the Rasmirians to break the wall, in a way.
Oh, tell me about this wall.
The wall around the hearts of those people in Keonan that did not open themselves to the living god. Also the physical wall that they made to kind of stop us from getting in the last century or so.
I should speak with them about trying to rebuild that. But further on,
Rasmir low diff.
that's heresy. Full on cap.
But look, I made a YouTube short about it, so it's true.
Oh my god.
Behold!
So tell me,
500 subscribers
Rasmir.
YouTube channel.
So tell me, Rasmir, about your what magical endeavors?
Well,
what gave you such what epithets?
Well, I suppose it was my bloodline, really. I trace it back all the way to my half-elf heritage. I saw this not only as an opportunity to please the living god, but to satisfy some questions about myself. I can see that you may be a half-elf yourself, an Aruvian. I I'm very interested in our culture. I have not been able
Yes.
to indulge my mother's side of the family, and this land, it speaks to me. I enjoy it.
Well, I am from Magambia. I've been to Keonan, a few times before this.
Mm.
Although it is almost two completely separate societies,
Oh,
if you
yes.
will.
The Ekajay. I have heard of them before. They are the warriors who kill demons.
Yes, it's a very fun experience. A necessary one as well.
I understand that your people destroyed Dayhawk by sealing souls within weapons and used them to destroy his physical body.
That is a thing that we do, or we've done. How has the great Rasmir fell any demons?
Rasmir does not concern himself with such things. Felling demons does not provide for his people.
What does?
Liturgy, of course. Evangelism. Spreading the good word. Bringing followers in. Part of that is also why we are here. We wish to make deals. We wish to open ourselves as much as the elves are opening up. This is a confluence of not only diplomacy, but of ideals. I wish to open my heart to these people, and I hope they will do the same for me.
Just maybe, just maybe. So, how would you rate yourself in your in your magical endeavors compared to let's see, your brother over there, and he'll like point at Paxus.
Oh, I am not as powerful as Paxus. He has touched the heart of the living god. I am merely another servant. Mask of the 14th step, 13th step. There is a difference. But if you're
So how does this
asking
13
about
steps
my...
work?
Oh, well, he goes into an hour-long debate about, how it begins at the first step, and, they beat you at boot camp for a couple days, and then they eventually work your way with, starving out the impurities from your body. It's all a very grueling experience. But to answer your first question, he can cast spells of 6th rank.
Yeah, Zorio would probably be asleep, and his mask will probably be like taking notes.
God.
And then it'll just wake him up like when he's done.
1,000 step gold pieces to advance.
Well, if you want some tips in casting what higher rank spells, I'm always here.
I would greatly enjoy that. To learn not only the magic of a Magambian mage, but to learn more about the Ekajay themselves and their culture. It would be most welcome.
Yeah.
Out of all the people who could have come over to me and talked to me, I think you were the most special. Allow me to return the favor.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
He takes off his mask for you as a sign of trust.
Damn.
And his face looks strangely like Aethanor's.
No.
It can't be.
Ethanor is your long-lost twin brother. Kill him.
There can only be one head.
This is very casual.
It's a casual meetup.
He puts the mask back on before anyone else could notice.
Oh, that is special.
I hope to get to know you better during the next 5 days.
Yeah, speaking with you was nice. You know, maybe sometime I can get you to come down to Magambia, take some lessons.
I would enjoy that.
Get a better mask. You know, learn spells and how to use primal and divine magic.
Oh, yes. Yes, that would be most interesting. To learn the ways of the Magambia and their teachings. It would
Yep,
surely
get a better mask.
Well, I would certainly appreciate the help with crafting as well. That's very kind of you.
Yep.
So, would you like to find out some strengths and weaknesses of this man?
Let's go with strengths.
All right. So, you may roll perception, religion, or society. Religion will be the easiest.
I am not as good as religion as I am with the other ones.
Okay. Okay.
I'll try it. It was perception, society, and religion, right?
Perception, society, and religion. And we're going to go for strength. Okay. Go ahead, give me a blind roll.
Gimme.
The mask hides so much in that brief moment that he took it off. He disarmed your mind, and you're flustered. You can't get a read on him.
Oof.
It's sexy.
Meet me by Calistria's marker outside. No.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No, but you can't. It's something happened when he talked to you. Like the normal perceptive person that you are, the battlefield enthusiast, the strategist, this man completely disarmed you with nothing more than an act of friendship.
Interesting.
All right. So as the night goes on and whatnot, and people have made their introductions and whatever, Wesker looks very, very lonely. He kind of goes like harumph, going like, "Oh, didn't come over to talk to me."
I'll talk to the War Master next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted to talk to him, but again, priorities. He should have won an armor.
I can't talk. I can't talk to the last wall because I'm like always there.
It's just like, oh, you again. Let me talk to the other guys. All right. So, as the night goes on and you all have a wonderful time, the dinner ends. Oh, go ahead.
Quick question,
Yes.
because I see some numbers in some of the NPCs. For me and Palin, didn't we succeed? Oh, that was.
Yeah. Palin did not succeed.
Oh.
He got a strength and a weakness, but he failed to influence this man. He kind of pissed him off.
Ethanor got a super success.
Ethanor, it was already an unfair advantage. It was a female versus Ethanor. It was sure to happen.
Yeah.
It was.
I do have group impression. I'm not sure whether that.
It will work tomorrow when you make the formal introduction, and one of you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You'll get a chance when they all sit down and you take the oath of secrecy.
I was thinking
Ethanor, you should go and
when it
raise
would be
this guy.
appropriate. I didn't quite get the vibe at any time, but I was thinking of like aiding. I have very good aid roles, so I was gonna maybe join in on some of them, but I just didn't to like one-on-ones.
This part isn't in the module. This is a complete Bramble fabrication to give you first impressions as players of who these diplomats are. The first impressions are actually supposed to be done on the day that the Oath of Secrecy is sworn, which is tomorrow. That's the first of the 5 days. I gave you some extra time with them because I wanted you to go consequence-free into this and get to know the people that interested you.
That's cool. That's cool.
All right, so as the night winds down and everyone gets their evening meal and whatnot, they say their pleasant good nights and whatnot to get a good night's sleep for tomorrow, which will be the very first day. I mean, there's some things planned. There's a tour of the temple, and some other things will happen.
Some other things.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah.
Other stuff.
So go ahead and rest for the night, in case you cast spells and whatnot, and we're going to take you over to... Go ahead.
Quick question.
Yes.
Now that the big meeting is to happen, can I set as my mission to make this pact work?
Yes.
Form the pact.
For this.
Mercenary motivation. Active plan. Make money for the mistress.
I decide what is my active plan, but it's like a task that you've been hired or requested to do. So I've been tasked or requested to make this alliance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or it needs to be more specific. That's my question. It only takes a minute. It's not like it's something that I have to do in morning and it will take me the whole day.
No, I understand. I understand. Your mission is to get them to sign the Incarthan Alliance, Accord 3 and Accord 4. You're basically said they have to sign the I think it was self-defense. I put it everything into info requests. Pretty sure that I gave it to you guys. If not, I will give it to you again. Yeah, here it is. The summary of the Incarthan Alliance, Article 3 and Article 4. She wants you to get Article 3 Self-Defense Agreement and Article 4 Conquest Accord.
Okay.
So the first one is Article states that for the purposes of the Whispering Tyrant, all nations in the agreement will treat a threat to any other nation as a threat to their own. Nations in the agreement will send aid troops, transportation, siege engines, and magic and other signed nations that find themselves under attack. Article 4, the Conquest Accord says the final article sets terms and conditions for the nations involved to actively go to war with the Whispering Tyrant, stopping shy of drawing up plans to invade the Isle of Terror. So your plan, Palin, that said that Clavens could just be an advisor, ain't gonna hold water with the Queen's plan. But it is appreciated.
Okay.
So, first day, everyone is in front of the formal dedication now. You've already read the Queen's message and whatnot, so you may give me the group impression that you would like to do, Athenor, because everyone is here and everyone's got their diplomat faces on. You've got the table with the Incarthan Alliance on it. Everyone's seen the articles. People are starting to form their opinions about why they're here and starting to go into, negotiation mode.
Can I attempt to assist Athenor?
Yes, you may all do whatever you wish, short of casting mind control spells or influencing magic on the representatives. If they find out that you have charmed them or dominated them or compelled them in any way to agree to something that they did not or sign something they did not want to do, they will immediately leave. Fair warning.
I'm just trying to aid with diplomacy.
Does that include scrying on them in the morning just to see what they talk about?
Yes. Yeah, you actively spying on them would be seen badly.
Yeah, I would telepathic bond us again.
Okay, that's fine. I
So,
believe
help-
Athenor will get a +2.
Yes, I will help Athenor make his arguments.
So, why
Um,
should these six nations come together? Tell me that first of all.
As far as Feld is like concerned, he will to drive that exact question into the point. First of all, he will appear like in his full battle armor with chains wrapped around him and such, and he not his fancy uniform, and he will try with like if he can with intimidation to show the terror in them of what will happen if the Whispering Tyrant has their way with the nations.
Mhm.
Like he's not trying to be intimidating himself, but he's trying to intimidate them with the idea of what will happen if this alliance doesn't form or if it fails to succeed.
Okay. Would anyone else like to say something directly to the delegates about why they should even consider signing this agreement?
I guess Zorio would probably go into like what sort of like arcane like terrors Tarbafon can perform on people if he's not dealt with like thoroughly.
Yep, everyone is aware of Last Wall and the Everflame. That's an easy argument to make.
Yeah, what's to say he won't try it again to other nations since there isn't any countermeasures in place?
I will make the argument. No, Athenor.
No, you go, buddy.
Oh, okay. I will say, to speak plainly, I think at the end of things, truly it does not matter who brought this accord forward, whether it be the Queen of the Elves, my Lord Razmir, or some other nation in the nation of the surrounding the lake who was threatened by Tarbafon. In the end, we are all solitary, alone, with a shark in the water, as it were. The Whispering Tyrant hates all of us. We are alive, and he wishes to dominate all things that are living and make them dead. Something that I assume none of us desire, to be the playthings of an undead lich, to serve him in eternal, undead, unthinking servitude. That is the most obvious reason for such a pact. Mutual defense. If we can... I don't think, as Lastwall has proven, though their valiant efforts to defend themselves, Tarbafon's existence is beyond most any singular nation's ability to defend itself. Even the mightiest of us might falter before him in a crucial moment, and untold devastation might be done to our people.
Yeah, not to mention the that there are many whispering ways in his ilk that he has control over.
Though our reasons might be different, all of us wish to remain alive. All of us wish to remain out of his control, and we have a shared interest in doing so. That is the simplest of reasons. Beyond that, though, such a pact could bring other amenities beyond just mutual defense. If the nations surrounding the Inkarthan Lake were to, for once, act as non-antagonistic to each other, as most of them have always been, I can only begin to fathom the opportunities that may present themselves. And I think those shrewd amongst you join me in that endeavor.
Several of them nod their heads. Palin, what will you say to the people, if anything?
At the very least, you can stop your fighting amongst yourselves. This gives you a chance to prove that you're worth each other's time and defeating a great evil in the meantime.
Even if you still want to continue waging war afterwards, if one by one the nations fell to the Whispering Tyrant the way that Last Wall fell, you won't have a target. At the very least, until this threat to all of us is dealt, you need to stop killing each other and focus all this destructive power on the one thing that everyone knows, that the only thing it wants for all of us is pure destruction.
All right, Athenor, the moment of truth.
All right. I think Athenor will say the Wildwood itself knows too well the dangers of the undead and the power that they can wield. Tarbathorn is far greater a threat than Rizdoyle ever was. He is a monster that thirst cannot be quenched and will not be bargained with.
Not even by Monster Energy drink?
Put aside, not even by Monster Energy drink.
Not even with a Snickers?
Not even with a Snickers. Put aside your petty squabbles and join the alliance, not only for each other's sake, but for your own nation's sake.
Representative from Razmir is going to help you and say, like, what they speak is true. The goddess Erasni was not even able to stand against Tarbathon.
And if that's a success, I would like to use my cloak, which allows me, if I roll a success on a diplomacy check, to get a critical success instead.
So some things are going to happen.
The power of our combined diplomacy.
Your words seem to have swayed all of them as they look towards each other, and like the Razmiran priest, they all start agreeing as Claven Sordrantes says, like, we know full well the weight of the tyrant. We do not need to be reminded. Look only to Ustalav. Do you want your countries to look like Ustalav? Do you want your countries to look like shit too? No? Then perhaps we should consider this. Last Wall comes forward.
Like me? God, no.
Last Wall comes forward as Glory and the Glad says, like, it is true. There is no defense against the Everflame. If we do not stand together, we will all burn separately. Harmonia comes forward and says, I know too well the corruption that happens within the Fangwood. We have had to deal with our own problems. And I say this now, it is best to hang together than to hang separately. Malthun harumps. And Druma simply looks over pleasantly and nods in acknowledgement. So things seem to have gone very well with this this little morning meeting with this first official first impressions and whatnot.
Was it a positive or a negative harumph?
You can't tell with him. You really can't tell with him.
He's too good.
But there's a number 2 over his head now.
Oh, that must mean something.
That
Nice.
does mean something. It means math.
Math.
So basically what's going to happen now from every day onward are small councils are going to take place on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th day of the gathering. Not today, because today is the first day. And then on the final 5th day, you're going to do a signing. So for today, the elves kind of have something special planned for you. They're going to take you on a tour of the temple. Led by this person, who I believe you've met before, one of the leaders of Greengold.
Oh god, it's a Thalmor.
Oh God.
They're going to come in and they're going to bat their eyes and go like, "Come with me, everyone. We have many special things to show you. Things of great interest and importance. Services which the goddess offers to you freely." And he leads you over to the east side of the temple.
The temple.
Come with me and follow along. As the delegates start to get up and go like, "What is this all about? What's about to happen? This is weird. This is really weird. I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable."
Well, I'm sure it'd be fine.
You're coming too, heroes.
Oh no. Please spare us.
Yeah.
If anything weird happens, I'm whacking him with the horny stick.
Yeah, you might want to have that horny stick out now.
Palin, you at least can be certain that on the temple there will be no children.
There are absolutely no children in this temple. It is 18 or older to experience the love of the goddess.
So fireball at will.
Yep.
I have sunburst ready.
We need to concentrate. That's what we need.
So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to lead you into the altar room. And he's going to direct your attention to the statue of Calistria and say, "This is where we worship. This is where we, the Hive, bask in the radiance of our goddess. And it is here we make our petitions. Not only of our desires and our lusts, but also of our need for revenge." And he looks over to Athenor, batting his eyes. "Yes, we know much of revenge, much like the Red Angel."
You hear in your head,
I can get behind.
I
I can get behind Calistria.
Yes, you and many others.
I kind of lean closer and say, "Ethan, he's looking at you."
Help me!
I'm gonna lead even closer and say, "Guys, we can speak telepathically. You don't need to lean over."
Zorio will lean over and say, like, "Wow, did you guys really forget about that?"
Athenor, I'm scared. She holds your other hand as Paxis holds the other. What's happening? Is this something the elves do? Is this just something elves do? Should I not be frightened?
That said, Feld will look towards the statue and say, not loud, mostly to himself, like, "May my revenge be swift."
You hear a slight buzzing in your ears as a response, but nothing more. So, how about the rest of you? How are you feeling about the first part of the tour? The tour's going to continue. It's going to keep going over to the right.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stick close to the statue. It feels safer.
Yeah. I too will recognize Calistria's reverence and sort of, even as a mortal herald of the Red Angel.
Alzarius says, Rasmir knows a lot about revenge, too.
Yes, but we look to Rasmir for help with that.
I think you need to broaden your horizons and Rasmir yourself over to Callistra.
Ah, yes, no one is more broad than Calistria, Alzarius muses.
Yeah, Zuriel offers some prayers. Give me strength on fighting Tarbafon and his minions.
You also hear a slight buzzing in your ears as a response to your prayer.
Will do this temple the courtesy of not offering a prayer to my god in its confines.
Please, this way, friends. As he opens up another door, the door that Paxus knows leads somewhere else. This is the hive. And he beckons you over.
I feel like we're going to hear a lot of hornets here, or wasps.
Ah, yes, our little workers are buzzing away. They're busy at work. Clavens looks very uneasy as he comes forward and goes like, "Where are we going? Why are we being led this way? Athanor, I'm scared. I'm staying with you." Mulfoon's representative comes forward and goes like, "Let's just get this over with. I have never been this uneasy inside of Temple of Worship before."
How about I take a look first and I'll alarm you guys.
How's the Druish representative?
I've just realized I left my other cloak in the oven. I got it. Bye.
Felt will be perfectly still and be I'm on the job and I cannot do anything like that when I'm on the job.
Yes. Calistria is on the job too, I assure you.
No. I'm on duty right now.
Yeah. And they go into like what seems to be a little bar and mixer with a lot of women and a lot of men dressed up as hornets in this room. There's a lot of drink here, and scented candles everywhere.
Not the candles.
I cover my masked eyes. You don't need to see this. You're too young.
That said, I will be going towards if there is something like a bar and simply drinking.
Oh yeah. There's lots of things. There's ale and lager, but most importantly of all is Calastria's sweet wine. That wine they charge for. That wine is 1,000 gold pieces a bottle.
Jesus.
Nope.
No.
Here we have honey as well as special grapes pollinated by wasps. Calistria's own special blend. Quite expensive.
Drink anything a wasp made.
Quite expensive, but I assure you, well worth the price.
You sure this is a temple of Calistria and not of the deity that I follow? I'm sure Abaddar will be delighted with selling 1,000 gold pieces for a bottle.
Ha! I'm sure he would be, but it is not to make so much profit as it is to give yourself to the goddess fully.
Extortion.
Wait, what is this? What does this consist of?
Grapes.
Grip.
Great. It's just pollinated by wasps. And at this point, the Mulfoon representative is going like, "Lovely place you have here. I absolutely need to get back to my delegation. I hear there's some sort of Road v. Wade going on I have to reject. Farewell."
Oh no.
No.
And he's gonna make his way out of the temple at top speed.
If you want, I can help you with that, Felt.
Oh, Ryan had a very good comment in chat. I gotta go tar my Buffon.
I'll try. I'll make a nature check to help Felt with this
Yeah.
this enigma here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a vineyard. It's not like a flower. How do you pollinate it? Doesn't make sense.
So Zuriel, The wasps somehow enhance the flavor of the grapes. You're not sure exactly how. Perhaps this is some miracle performed by Calistria. You've also never heard of wasps making honey before.
Weird wasps.
Like, are these the wasps making honey, or is it like the people in this room? I don't know.
Ah, yes, yes. There are many kinds of honey. Let me
yes.
show you. And he comes over to the final room. Step this way. And as he opens up this door, there seems to be some sort of powerful heat behind it.
Paxus, you want to show us this strength of Rasmir by going first?
No, please. I will show the benevolence of Rasmir by allowing you to go first and experience this holy journey.
You know, the sorrowful sword won't look kindly upon this transgression here.
Step through the door.
I will go with you, Zariel. I'm not afraid. I wish to learn more about my elven heritage. Maybe it lies behind that door, for all I know.
No.
All right, sure. Go ahead. I'll just make a sense bottle check here.
Yeah.
No, you come with me. I don't want to go alone.
Please.
All right, I'll help you.
Okay.
Protect me. I'm scared.
Yes. With Rasmir, I fear no
Matthew.
evil, but I'm not so sure about this place.
But this place.
Place is laden with evil.
Yes.
Can I sense motive the Archpriest, actually, that
Yes.
guide us on what
Absolutely, yes.
seems his motive on bringing us to do all this.
Yes.
So I'm gonna also use this.
You put on your spectacles.
Yep.
What are you all about, whore?
What?
So that will be +3 item instead of +2. Okay.
So he has the eyes of what you recognize as a predator, but they are benign and consenting. He sees in you meat, new experiences.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
And
I'm gonna
go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
So I'm gonna turn towards him and go. Are you sure that you are showing the temple to us and not showing us to the temple?
Ah, yes. Show me yours and I'll show you mine.
Okay, I stepped through the door for you.
Yeah, I'll go in as
I've
well.
had enough of the charade. I'm going to the door.
All right, and as you approach the door, some of the other people from the tables get up and help escort you to the door.
Oh no.
I stay there in the bar sipping wine.
Yeah? Yeah. Who else is coming forward? Clavens is definitely coming forward. Harmonia is she's just like stuck on Athenor. Athenor, don't you dare leave me with these people.
I'll step through with her.
Okay.
Athenor fades into smoke.
I was never here.
I was never here.
Palin, are you approaching the door?
If they are, I will.
Okay. Felt is gonna stay back. Gorian is gonna stay back with Felt and go like, nah, man.
Felt will stay back, but will say telepathically to the rest of the group he's connected with, if there is indeed an emergency and you need assistance, scream out for it, but really, only if there is an emergency. Keep your thoughts to yourselves, please.
I'll think about it.
So, as he brings you back here, he says not to disturb the other guests behind the doors, and he opens one of the doors to this huge bed with a black and yellow striped motif on the bed, and he sits on it very coyly and says, like, in this bed many acts of dedication to the goddess are made, and he bats his eyes.
You know, Zorio think to Ethan North like, you know, this is your area of expertise.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So
The Red Angel only swings one way, brother.
So, yeah. From here, you can eat, get a meal, get some drinks and whatnot. There are plenty of candles, a variety of tools for prayer. Now, Laura mentions that a variety of services can be had here as well.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And
Yep.
even though Calistria is a goddess of trickery, we only take the consenting back here, and then he takes you back out into the hive. Just so you know, every night that this amenity is available to you and the delegates, we want you to feel very welcome here. Very, very welcome and satisfied.
Cool.
Cool.
So
Cool.
you may now influence the 3 delegates that remain. Because the Razmir guy, Alzurius, is now huddled underneath Zuriel, going like, I don't know what I just saw. I'm glad I was wearing a mask.
Wait, so it's
Yeah, me too.
It's
this
Clavens,
guy?
Armonia, and Gorian. Alzarius is going to quickly excuse himself, going like, well, it was very nice to see my heritage. I really... The elves... Bye.
Bye.
So you may now attempt influence on each of these 3 people that remained as the tour ends. And I'll put them right at the tables for whoever wants to
That's
talk
it.
to them.
Gotta take this man's to Magambia as compensation.
He went through the threshold with you, Zuriel. You're now bonded in some way.
So it was him, and who else?
Armonia. Because she's... You can't get a crowbar to get this woman off right now. She's like, nope, not until we leave.
Okay.
So wait. 1, 2, 3, right?
Yep.
Yep.
These
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
These 3 are the ones that remained. Alzarius sped out of here after he saw the bed. And the tools of prayer.
I will go over to the Pale Man.
Wait, which 3 was it?
Don't forget to give him praise so you get a
Yeah,
+2 bonus.
This one, and this one.
Armonia.
All right.
Ustalov, Last Wall, and
Clavens.
I'll talk to my last wall friend, see how he's feeling after this what should I call this Calistrian experience.
Hospitality. Horse brutality. He didn't go through the threshold with you. He doesn't know what's through that door. He doesn't want to know.
That is a good boy. He'll go far.
The 3 strongest delegates. Alright, so Zuriel is going to come down here with Felt. What would you like to talk to this man about after the tour?
So, how's your experience been so far?
It was quite favorable. I'm not really familiar with these elven customs. For orcs and for Dromar, we don't have this kind of freedom with our bodies. I'll put it that way. It seems the elves don't like to stay in the same bed for too long.
Yeah, it's been a very weird experience for me as well. I've been mostly in Magambia, so this sort of thing is very new to me as well. So, did you talk to any of the other delegates so far?
I have not. The mixer is where we met all of you and the rest of your party. Clavens is still here. He makes me uncomfortable, but it is what it is. He didn't evaporate in the sun. That makes me feel better.
He must have some magic preventing that.
Perhaps, yes.
I do still believe that he's a vampire. Or Dampier.
Mm.
No one can be that pale.
Well, you'd be surprised.
No one can be that.
My
That's
God,
amazing.
Zuriel, the most anti-ancestry against humans. You cannot be that pale. All right.
Impossible. No
So,
one is
go
that
ahead.
pale.
Go ahead and you may roll an influence check or a discovery check on this man.
I'll do influence. What's the rolls for that?
Warfare lore to examine the current and future struggles. Diplomacy, sorting out who might lead the forces. He really wants Lastwell to lead the forces, so that's what he's going to argue every time. Society, to delicately talk about what's left of Lastwell in the Gravelands and how it affects its neighbors. Athletics, to talk about Gorian's fighting form. And thievery, to talk about unconventional tactics.
I'm doing warfare.
There are the checks and the DCs. You may roll openly for this. The discovery rolls have to be blind, though. Oh, no.
I'm hero pointing that.
Okay. You can right-click and select Reroll using Hero Point. You fail by 1.
Bro, what is this?
It's you. You couldn't influence the other person. You couldn't influence. You couldn't discover anything about the people of Razmir, and you just can't seem to convince your own man, who you've known for a while now.
You see, I'm scarred. I'm scarred by this Colstrian display.
Yes. Yes. Who's next?
I need the orc wine. Hand it over. I know you have it.
Yeah. Felt will go to the noble.
Oh, Clavens?
Yep.
Okay. No, little blackguard, always buzzing around his mistress. Why are you buzzing around me this time?
I'm not buzzing around my mistress.
What else are you
I
going to do with
fear-
ears that big?
I'm here to actually give accolades where accolades are due. My first time actually meeting one from your nation, but at least in the training in the academy, a lot of the tactics we learn how to fight against the tyrant forces are tactics that have been distilled from the knowledge of your people fighting against them over thousands of years now.
Oh, yes, yes. At last, a man who gives us our due, he says, seeming to loosen up.
I'm a practical man. Unfortunately not very much for flamboyant stuff, as you can guess from my all black armor, but I know when it counts that it's not in what attire you dress something. Some people may say that you are too fancy to fight a war. Never such a thing. As long as your tactics and your moral and your strategy is good, that's all that matters to me. And I'm here to congratulate that even after all those years, you did manage to keep your kingdom, fight against the tyrant, even won against him once, right? When you first locked him up. So-
Yes.
Cheers to you and your victories, I'm gonna say.
Pyrrhic
And
victories,
of course,
I assure you.
Of course, it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be in this place if I wasn't to add and to future victories against the Whispering Tyrant. Hopefully, as a single unit and not as broken nations. And I'm gonna try to influence him if I can.
All right, the DCs are public now. You may try heraldry lore to talk up the nobles, House Ordranji, Clavence's relation to the throne, DC 26 Society complimenting Clavence on his party attire, DC 28 Diplomacy convincing Clavence to talk about the council and its needs, DC 28 Occultism to speak about Ustalov's long and tangled past with the Whispering Tyrant, DC 31 Deception working the threats of Whispering Tyrant into the dangers that threaten Clavence's lifestyle.
Okay, all those are terrible. I think my best chance is my diplomacy. Let's see.
Yeah, I forgot how does Aiden
Uh,
work on here because can I try to aid him in diplomacy?
No, because these are considered downtime activities. So while you're talking to Gorian the Glad, he's doing this.
Oh, pain.
So if you both talk to the same person, I would allow it.
Why do I get +1 from this? I'm not sure.
It might
just
be
let
because
me-
someone in the party is giving it to you.
No. From the Sea Elf, I want to see what the Sea Elf is giving me because it has like an option for me to toggle it on. Sea Elf. Oh no, it's to decipher script and stuff like that. Okay, so it's that one. Nope, let me reroll using a hero point. Ah, so close.
Yeah. You come up a little short, soldier. You've got fancy
Well-
armor, but can you fill that armor?
Yes.
So-
Felt is very confused by the, by the question. Like, yes, and he will like start like raising his hands. Yeah, I can feel it. Very fine. What do you mean?
Okay, who next?
No, since I'm there, I'll stay. But can you explain how we were able to work against the Whispering Tyrant? You guys just seem to be the only ones powerful enough to do that.
Well, he says, pulling up a chair for Palin. I shall tell you, and he goes into elaborate detail about how the storied houses of Ustalov have been fighting the tyrant for some time now, many of them making secret alliances, many of them self-reliant upon themselves to take care of the tyrant. And he goes into like the vast history of how Ustalov sought power, like they became vampires and whatnot, and the Whispering Tyrant tried to dominate them, but they resisted. And now, even to this day, they stand as one of the most powerful countries, not only in Lake and Carthan, but the world.
I don't think the other nations are strong enough without you to do this kind of thing.
Ah! You think so?
I know so.
I think you're right. Influence for you, young man. Perhaps you're not strong enough without us. Perhaps we should help you. Poor wretches that you are. But it not be said that Ustalov does not value its neighbors. And your words genuinely sway him. Okay, who next? You got 2 more.
I will speak to him again. I will peer kind of similar to what Palin said.
Clavence is popular.
Since first and foremost, this alliance appears to be an attempt to contain the Whispering Tyrant, I think it makes only sense that the nation that has so suffered from his tyranny the most would be front and center in any negotiations or planning into how to deal with him. Whereas most of the other delegates at the table here have only tangential attacks or the feeling his wrath over a short period of time, Ustalov has always been a target of the Whispering Tyrant and has always known how terrible it is to be under his control.
Yes, your words are honeyed. Yes. More so than these wasps.
I could think of a few better allies to have in such a fight than the mighty houses of Ustalov.
Well, you would be correct there. We know much
Especially
about
seeing
the
as how,
tyrant.
The elves seem so lackluster in their own military preparations.
Yes, they are. They are rather lackluster. But I assure you, don't underestimate them. They are tricky. They are tricky like their goddess. They put on this peaceful front, but I see between the lines. Where you see peaceful folk, I see predators. Ready to strike.
I can only hope to gain such insight for myself.
Oh, well, stick with me.
Bro.
Stick with me! So go ahead, roll your influence with the +2 circumstance bonus. That was good.
I can do this with
Also, since he's so popular and his table is filled up, his head
I'll
is
do this.
swimming in flattery. So I'm gonna give you guys an extra point.
Nice.
Ooh, I think that's a critical success. That goes up another 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he begins to genuinely feel like you guys are the heroes that will unite the Incarthan Alliance. And he kind of looks at you and says, you know, like, I was easily distracted before, but now you have my attention and you have my respect. Expect
Thank you.
me...
Can't do without you.
Yes, exactly. Expect me to be more forthcoming in the future. I think I will enjoy your company.
How do like skill feats for diplomacy sort of work with influence?
So
Because I obviously
it depends on what you want to do with the person. Like, what are you trying to do? What exactly? Tell me the circumstances that grant the bonuses and whatnot for the feat.
So it's sort of the diplomacy sort of feat, and so you can make a group impression on several
we
people
did.
all at once.
Yeah, we did that. We did that when they were all together.
Okay, so I could only sort of use it once, twice, or like once a day.
Yeah, you'll get another
Okay,
chance. You'll get another chance on day 5, I assure you, when they're all together. And
Okay,
there's
cool.
going to be a garden party tonight as well.
Oh, okay, cool. I will just continue to influence. What's her name?
You need to get here into your tent.
Yeah, I'll just continue to influence her. I'll try and sort of calm her down and sort of reassure her that everything is sort of okay. And
This
that,
wasn't in the storybooks, Athanor. This wasn't in the storybooks.
I didn't read about this in health class.
All right, so let's take a look at her. She's all the way up here. And her influence is 27 diplomacy, so that is a success. She moves to 6.
One
And-
letter apart.
She talks to you concerning the delicate situation with Malthun here at the conference, and she kind of confides in you and says, like, Athenor, I don't think I'm safe here with that man. Not only has he burned down the capital 3 times, he doesn't recognize my country as a real country. He sees us all as brutes and forest people. He doesn't even see us as genuinely human anymore. We're just rebels to him, rebel scum. How can I work with that? How can he work with me? How can you bridge the gap with someone so jagged and traditional that he won't even admit that his own brothers and sisters right next to him are the ones he's causing to suffer the most?
Look, leave the other delegates up to us. I think it would be beneficial for us to, assist you all in building that bridge between your two nations.
A bridge that they'll set on fire again, I bet.
They are known for setting things alight, so we may have to build it a couple of times.
Oh no, just like the capital.
Not the capital.
But yeah, you seem to feel like she really, really trusts you now, and she looks at your representation of Keonan and feels a bit relieved, but nothing erases her unease about Malthun.
Big factor in the fact that.
Factor in which fact, sir?
Sorry, factor in getting these two to agree to a non-aggression pact between one another.
It will never happen, Athenor. If you do anything that acknowledges Nirmathas as a legitimate country, he'll leave. He'll leave in a huff. You can't do it. If you want this delegation to succeed, you must not openly support me in his presence.
Okay, that is insane.
That's
I figured out the trick, guys. We just need to convince him that the Whispering Tyrant has people from Nirmathas, and then he will go to war with the Whispering Tyrant, right?
Oh my god!
Genius.
You see those Grace Knights over there?
Yeah.
Nirmathas scum, all of them.
All of them.
Look at that one, Big
Hey.
Daddy. He discovered Nirmathas.
I think they're building a new capital in the Central Island.
Oh god.
Go burn that.
Oh. Alright. So,
Here, like the great Persian king, the Whispering Tyrant is take the entire capital and remade it on his island just for you to burn down.
oh, Dubai?
No, it's Antioch.
Okay. Alright, so tonight I think is going to be the garden party. Let me check and make sure. Because...
You have to give it to elves, though. We're trying to form like a military
No, that's the
campaign,
second
and
day.
in the first day we have like 3 parties.
Yeah, you
3 parties
have...
and a visit to the bordello.
You have people already at 6 influence. That is incredibly impressive. Maybe it's doable in the 5 days.
You underestimate how fast Athenor gets into the bunch of ladies.
You underestimate how thoroughly we can fail the task. Watch and learn.
So you come back here on the first day, and I have to ask, which of these people are you meeting for your first of 2 private councils?
What do you guys want?
I think that the most forthcoming for this pact is the last wall, but also from our last talks, I think that we're very close to bringing the pompous vampire into the fold. So maybe press the advantage while we can, make him feel special that he's the first one that we visited, in order to maybe we can say that we want to iron out the details of the plan and the alliance. So we went to him because he has so much expertise and bullshit like that.
Oh, you know what? What mages is in Ustalav that are like some variety of special? We can
Necromancy.
yes, we could say they have the best necromancy. I've never seen it. Not even
I've
in
never seen
Gambia.
necromancy like theirs. They have
You
the
can-
best necromancy. I've never seen necromancy like that.
I mean,
Are
we
we
could
going to
also.
play his necromancy against the Whispering Tyrant's necromancy.
Oh no!
Yeah, the necromancy will make even the tyrant blush.
You can't spell necromantic without romantic.
You see, the reason why Tarbafon can't win with Ustalav is because their necromancy is so powerful.
I think that we could probably also, well, it's sort of how you want to look at it, but essentially I think also the general from Molthun might also be a good person to go to.
It will be
Because-
the opposite of what we were doing this day. Like, we focused on the other them, so if we want to keep them all balanced, all interested, it may be indeed a value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's probably worth getting the others up as well. So, yeah, it's up to you guys though.
How about this? I think you're all able to go to I think I made this. Let's see. All players show in navigation. Yeah, so the Treaty of the Incarthan Alliance page you can get to at any time to check your influence with these people. And if you look here, you've got a 3 in Daruma, a 2 in Molthun, a 3 in Knights of Lastwall, a 6 in Nirmathas, a 2 in Razmiran, and a 6 in Ustalav. And this is only day 1. And you can see right on their cards how much influence they cap at.
Where do we see how much they cap?
A lot.
Magic the Gathering cards. I did everything color-coded. Look at the
I
things,
see.
the number.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I understand.
Did you
yeah.
all think they had 0 attack and lots of defense? Is that what you thought?
Yeah, that's why they haven't
Yeah.
been invaded. That's why they have one.
Okay. Here's my thought. So
Oh,
we have with the days we have, we can't really get all of them as high as we want. So
You can only meet 2 a day for the next 3 days. Plus,
okay,
you
2 different-
influence them at nightly events like you did with the tour at the temple. But you don't know which of those will be left at the end because the elves are gross.
True.
yeah. I feel like I know the Knights of Lastwall Ustalav is probably going to be the best for Tarpathon specifically due to undead knowledge. What's the other one?
I mean, sure. I think we
resources.
Yeah, we either try. I think we either try Molthun or
Or Nirmathas. I don't think we can do both of them.
I think we do Molthun. In all honesty,
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of ignored him.
yeah, because we ignored him. Yeah, sort of both
Honestly,
times.
though, when thinking about getting as many as we can, Molthun and Nirmathas are we're probably not going to be able to make them allies in any kind of way. And if they are a big part of this alliance, then whatever one of them is not part of it, they'll be an enemy of the alliance, kind of.
No, I think so. I think it will be impossible for them to have all 4 articles, but
Yeah, what I'm saying is, we already kind of have a good bit of influence with Nirmathas. I think we should focus on these 4 and leave Muldoon and Nirmathas alone most part. Maybe like
it's not
in
a
a,
bad
in a
idea.
final
Yeah.
attempt, try to get Muldoon up to 5, but we should focus on getting these 4
what
as
I
high
think-
as possible. Because we have Lastwall and Ustalav, Undead Fighting Knowledge, and Razmiran and Druma, which is financing.
Not Rasmir, the power of Rasmir, his like divine godly knowledge.
Well, I mean, we're
No,
not talking
seriously?
about. We're not dealing with the intervention of. We're not dealing with the force of nature when discussing our alliance here.
I see you have seen the light, and the
If
Rasmir
our
is not
Lord
as good as he
Razmir
seems.
wishes to assist the alliance, then all the better. The Whispering Tyrant will be dealt with swiftly. However, we cannot burden him with the concerns of mortals.
yes,
Yeah, he's too old. He's going into a retirement home. I see. Yeah.
His concerns are beyond our mortal ken.
So I do think that we can get Malthun to agree on the conquest accord, but I'm not seeing them agreeing into the non-aggression and self-defense when it concerns Nirmathas and stuff like that. I'm not sure that we need to get all of them for all accords, but even if we get him just for the conquest accord, that when we invade they also send troops in, even if the rest of the stuff isn't agreed upon, like the mutual
But
defense and stuff.
that's like one of the only things we're going to be able to get him for, probably.
Yeah, that's what
Whereas if
that's
we-
why
Yeah.
I think.
If we
That's
focus on
why-
the other ones, then we can get them for like possibly all of them in the end.
Well, Last Wall doesn't really like Razmiran and Ustalav.
Well,
But
yes,
I
but they
do-
hate the Whispering Tyrant more.
Yeah, I
because,
do
you
think
know,
that he, having just been nuked, he needs to like understand that we need to get whoever we can.
Their dislike of Razmiran and Ustalav isn't like a, you know,
It's not like the Mothuns ones. Like
yeah, it's
they,
not like
they
a
can put it
current
aside.
war. It's just like, you know, past actions, which I think in like this sense, Lastwall could learn to like at least cooperate a bit, seeing as, you know, Ustalav helping them fight undead and Razmir helping them be more than just a shattered nation with like food and
Well,
finances.
We all know that Razmiran will gobble up Last Wall if he, as soon as it can.
I mean, in terms of like a land grab, they're on opposite sides of the lake. There's not going to be like,
Give me everything.
yeah, I don't. And also, that's signed for in the agreement, so that's not something Lastwall would have to worry about.
Yep, they can't do that if they agree to the tenants.
Meanwhile, Multhun and Nirmathas are iffy on either one, and again, if we side with one, then we're going against the other. So yeah, I think we should mainly focus on getting these 4 as high as possible.
Sure.
And then maybe like right at the end help a bit with Multhun, because we already got Nirmathas pretty high. So we should focus on Razmiran and Druma currently, I think.
Keep in mind that from what I've learned about the weakness of Last Wall, as soon as we start like collaborating a lot with Ustalav and Razmiran, we will have penalties
Yes.
if we talk now
What was
mechanically.
the exact wording of that?
-1 for Razmir or Ustalav if you trust them, and if you trust both, -2 penalty to all checks.
If
Yeah.
you trust them.
What I'm getting with that though is that if we get Last Wall first high and then go to Razmiran and Ustalav, so do most of our checks without the penalty.
Or if it's not just like you have a bunch of influence with these, so you get the penalty. You spin it to him as, we're not trusting them. We're getting them to sign the pact, so that they will end up helping Lastwall and be bound by the pact to not betray them, which is in their nature, kind of.
Yeah, but that can backfire depending on what argument we use to get that influence with the others. Like if the blockhead of the last wall says something to them, and it kind of backfires then that we've been sweet talking all of them with different narratives.
It's not a different narrative.
Is it not? If
Yes,
we convince one of them because we say to them how great their assistance will be, and we tell to them, no, we do not trust them, we just want them to sign.
Suppose.
Yeah, that is an issue with the loud guy.
So at least my votes now with that narrative that we leave Malthun into the side will be either to focus on Last Wall before we accrue penalties from Razmiran and Ustalav, or go to Ustalav because we have the higher chance, like this being the first day, to get most of the bonuses to try to convince him, because it is a special honor to, you are the first one that came to talk to you. And we do appreciate your help that much that we came first to you.
We've already been doing that, though, with him. So yeah, I think starting with Druma and Lastwall might be the best.
Druma, I think, is like the easiest to do as well last, because the bureaucracy is very pragmatist. If you can show them that we have already in default, like those nations, we have already made the pact with Razmiran that they will not raid the ships. So that's a great opportunity for them to invest in this war, because it's almost a done deal. It will be maybe easier to convince them. They are the ones that maybe are the most pragmatic in that sense of weighting pros and cons. And if we weight the pros heavily, then it will be easier
But
to get
if
them.
we do Lastwall and one of the other two, then we might get penalties.
Why? Druma doesn't have penalties with others.
Not Druma. Lastwall and Razmiran or Ustalav.
Yes.
So we should do Lastwall and Druma, because they don't get penalties with each other.
Anyways, what do the rest of you think?
Bramble eats a pillow.
Hey, come on, Bramble. Let's
We
go with
need to feed
Druma
him
first.
berries.
Let's
Druma it
just,
is.
yeah, let's go meet Druma first, and
Okay.
then we can figure out who we want to do after that. I
Sure.
mean,
All right.
yeah, but I do agree that it may be difficult with Malthun and
Nermathas.
yeah.
So the cabins are identical. And as you come in, you are greeted by the Drumish servant, Krefka. Oh, why you know? Give me the Krefka. Here he is.
Krupka's a ghost.
You see this young man, and he says, "Greetings. You wish to entreat with my mistress today?"
Yeah, hey Crafter.
Uh,
Sure, is he available?
She will be. First, I must ask you all to bathe.
Sure.
Okay, that's understandable.
And
Not
also,
together though, right?
also, that bear will need to wait outside.
Always with the bear.
Always
Gonna have
with
a
the
very
bear
good time.
racism. All right. Wait outside, buddy.
Is
You
it
guys-
a bear racism?
Back in my
or
day, it was
racism?
birds.
What
Now
is it
it's
with
bears.
Bramble and adding bear racism into this game?
At least it isn't a talking bear, the young man comments, as he begins getting several basins for you to wash yourselves in and hangers for your clothes. And he starts putting up like some white sheets so you have some privacy and whatnot. And he says, like, here, you may bathe to cleanse yourself as part of a ritual before meeting my mistress. Also, we have some fine augments available if you wish to purchase some creams and skincare.
Felt will just go and start bathing.
Okay. So, you know, this young man is trying to be polite and everything, but he kind of peeks around the corner a little bit at Paxus, seeing if it, you know, like he'll take the mask off when he bathes or if he leaves it on.
I mean, are we like partitions from everyone?
Yeah, you're in partitions and whatnot, so he might not be able to see you before you go into the
Yeah,
partition.
Felt will look at him and do like be
Th-
polite.
sorry. I just wanted to see what was beneath the mask.
Curiosity ate the cat.
Well, you see, you have to be sneakier than that.
Don't teach him wrong stuff.
That just means that Paxos was not strong
Excuse
enough
me, I will be
defending his
over here
face.
Not acting like a child. That I step into my partition.
So yeah, you
Axis
guys...
will undress and take off his mask to bathe.
Yep.
And
So-
if anyone does look, well, there is a
It's another mask.
there's a
You guys,
there are some notable things about his appearance, but that's only if someone cares to look.
I was actually going to send my mask to look while you
Oh, okay.
see your face.
Do you? Do you?
think this is the Druma, like Pavilion Felt will take it upon himself to kinda like safeguard Paxus and like not pick on them here at least. Like those are the rules.
Mm-hmm.
However stupid they are, they are his rules.
I need to know if the mask is able to get a peek.
Let's see. Can
I don't
it
have
see
them
through
set up.
cloth?
What?
You can detach
nah.
it from your face and grant it a bodily form colored in light that allows it to move around. So this mask with light comes into your partition, and you're just like you're just like Razmir? Is that you?
I'm not like that.
Yeah,
might
I don't-
shoot the mask.
I don't think this is very
Yeah, I don't
discreet
think-
at all.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that's gonna
'Cause
work.
It has an animal face, but a human body. So this furry creeps on you between your partition.
No, it still has a wolf-like form.
Yes. Okay. So the wolf comes in to PK you. You can clearly see that it's a wolf trying to get into your partition.
Okay, I will just like banish it away with magic.
Okay.
Before it reaches, like I grab the wolf from like the back of its neck. Nope. You go back.
But the mask. I need to
Doesn't have
see.
Doesn't have the
bad
best
doggy. Bad doggy.
I am a wolf, you jackass.
He has Joker voice.
Suppose it will be
Kind of.
a reveal for later.
Yeah. So you you take your bath and whatnot. You don't buy the creams or whatnot for your skin, but you respect their traditions, and then she will meet with you as she sits at a table across from you, not making direct contact with you. But
I just feel like we're coming in and the entire room is filled with like the your grandparents like bubble wrap
oh
or
yeah,
like the plastic covers.
yeah, she put plastic covers and everything. And as Kref comes in, he whispers to each of you, "Please do not make direct contact, physical contact, or touch my mistress. It is forbidden.
Understood.
And he's going to stand between you all in case you need to exchange anything that needs to exchange hands and whatnot. And he bows to the mistress and says, Mistress, the hero of the Wildwood, the Magambian mage, the Arch Magi, your faithful servant of the Black Jackets, and the Rasmiran are here.
I need to give me some more epithets. It need to be like Magambian Mage, the Cascade Bearer. He who's graced in gold.
shower
Zuriel will
pose.
sleep on it.
So is anyone dressed in very expensive garments besides Paxis? Because I assume the mask is worth a lot.
My mask is worth. I have to check. Technically
Divide-
0, but it is covered in precious gems.
Yes, that's the
Yeah.
important part.
Define garments, because my full plate that I'm wearing costs about 5,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's you're showing off wealth. I just want to know if you're showing off wealth in her presence.
Yeah.
All right. So each of you that is flaunting a lot of wealth, you may give +2 circumstance bonuses to your first check to influence her. So who's going first as she looks at you all very eagerly? Well, what have you to talk with me about? I'm sure we can work out some sort of agreement for the elves. The queen has obviously put her trust into all of you. I hear you are the heroes of Keonan. That's no small task, especially since they were an isolationist nation up until a year ago. You must have won her heart in some way.
Correct. I brought them here first because both to our pride and to the necessity of this pact, as we discussed back when we started in this delegation. Our first and foremost concern is forming this pact. I'm sure that everyone here is smart enough to know the value that our country can bring to this pact, but also we need to abide by the rules of the pact that we want to set, so that the profit that can be gained from such an endeavor is maximized. As any merchant could tell you, when there is no aggression between us, there is ample opportunities for trade. When there is no living undead to destroy us, then there is even more trade. And of course, when we help each other, we build bonds to facilitate this.
We build balls?
Bonds.
Bonds, yes. Well, I agree with you. I am willing to sign the writ of non-aggression, and I am willing to sign the Mutual Aid Alliance. In addition to that, I will not mark up my prices more than 50% to all participating nations, including Keonan.
So, the problem, of course, of the Conquest Accord, the 4th article, I'm sure
yes.
that's a burden that falls to my brethren more than the bureaucracy, to the Black Jackets, and to the mercenary company in general.
If you can guarantee me that he, and she points at Paxis, can guarantee me that the faith barges will stop, I'll consider it.
I want to point out that currently the mercenary company is on open war already with the Whispering Tyrant. I've been posted on the borders and fighting the hordes of undead for years before coming here. I'm sure that all of the leadership of the mercenary company will gladly accept anything that will make this war end more favorably and with less sacrifices of our own people. I'm sure you are well aware of how much each black jacket costs to train. We have the best training in all of the lake, of all the Encarthian lake, and it is not cheap. And everyone that falls for us is, for you, it is money lost. For me, it is a person I fought with, a brother that I've lost. So I'm sure, as a black jacket myself, I can assure you that the mercenary company will want to go into the Conquest Accord and win this war. Now, as far as the Rasmirians are concerned, if they agree to the non-aggression part, which will mean that they will not send the faith barges, it will only make your job easier, I'm sure. But in the end, the most important part for us is that we are losing money and blood even without those that rule.
All right. So give me the influence checks. Here you go. They are public. You can all do aids with fail because you are all talking to the same person now. So anything that you can do in a group, you can do with him. Well, what are you
So
going
are we
to
only
pick?
allowed are we only allowed one check to influence?
No. This is part of a conversation that is ongoing.
Oh, okay.
Each of you will get a turn.
Okay.
Uh,
I will assist in I will assist
Quick question.
Yes.
So I have, because I've seen GMs like rolling it differently, and I roll it differently in my games as well.
Mhm.
Untrained improvisation does not help with lores, right? You cannot say that I'm using a lore that I don't have.
No, it doesn't give you automatic.
I can't give you knowledge of something you didn't previously possess, but I can give you the skill that you didn't previously possess, because the skills are something you can pick up along the way. Untrained improvisation with a lore, I would see as something a Magambian having, because they've been exposed to that knowledge time and time again.
Okay, I agree. In my games as well, I do not allow it to work with lores. So I will go.
If you were of a mage school, I would think differently.
Diplomacy is +7.
Plus your +2 circumstance because of you displaying wealth.
Oh wait, is aid a circumstance bonus?
Aid is a circumstance bonus.
We can't stack, I don't think.
No, but you can do status bonus and item bonuses, so feed this man potions.
I don't have it.
Anyways, I'm gonna try with. I think that's a success, right?
Diplomacy.
DC 26.
Yep. So she goes up by 1, and she's very moved by your words, and she has Krefa come over and put his hand on your shoulder and say, You wound me a little, thinking that I think of people as nothing more than resources. I recognize the sacrifices of the mercenary company. I would never think of them as just things.
No, I didn't meant it disrespectfully. I meant it in the sense that the bureaucracy sees them as the value, but I also see them as blood and as real person. I didn't say disrespectful. Value is very important to the aristocracy. It's something to be cherished.
But there is value in many things, not just people and money. I see something deeply valuable in each of you. Something that cannot be explained. So who's next?
I will.
Yeah.
As for your conditions, the taxation of the unfaithful could be made could, I suppose, be made a condition of this agreement. The faith barges would keep themselves away from Droomish ships.
It would go a long
this-
way to restoring my faith in the Resmiran people.
Well, if you've lost faith in the Rasmiran people, I think that is the problem to solve here. The Rasmiran people are hardworking and seeking of profit, just as the Droomish people. It is simply a difference of perspective that currently separates us.
Hmm.
I think if this alliance is to go through, then to sacrifice short-term profits, though they might be enticing for long-term greater benefits, would be in the interest of both parties. Both of our nations are rich and wealthy and similar, yet in different ways, and both can complement each other, not just in the field of helping fight the Whispering Tyrant, but in a general sense.
All right. So what are you using? Are you going to be using the religion specifically to talk about, like what you just said in terms of the prophecies of the Kalistrad, or perhaps the mercantile lore?
Can I not do diplomacy?
Oh, you can do diplomacy. Yeah. I'm not going to stop you from all rolling the same skill. That's not something I do unless
Am I
it was
fancy enough?
You are fancy. Yes, you get the +2 because you have gems on the mask.
Epic.
Yes. She seems a little swayed by your words and says, like, well, I suppose, and she says this. She's friendly to you now, and she's willing to reduce the markup on all goods sold as part of the Mutual Aid Alliance down to 40%.
40%. Out the door.
Yeah. Felt is just like, I've never heard of her selling for this little before.
Below 50%.
We'll go under.
Also, I want to get that done, but I have to leave a bit early today.
You're fine. You're fine. We're past 8 o'clock anyway. We can end it here for now. So we have
I'm
3
enjoying
more
the
people.
Negotiations.
Yep. Tell me what you guys thought of the session this time, and if you want to speed things along, or whether or not you think things are going well. Like just give me a general impression before you go.
I think the calm before the storm is fun. We're having discussions. We're learning about where our characters stand, where the nations stand.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that
backstories.
this sort of influence is more focused rather than the rather vague thing with the election stuff that
We do not
we
speak
had
of it.
in the Wardens. Basically, while it seems mostly like against the influence, it's more rewarding in the sense of like you see stuff that matter more.
You're showing us the benefit of our influence getting, and also since we're high level, it is possible for us to get a bunch of influence pretty fast. That's
And
fun.
the NPCs are more interesting,
yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing like a craft check to talk about the specific items and stuff like that.
Okay.
behold,
Yeah.
behold my cool stuff.
Your staff bow could be considered something fanciful. So you get the +2 bonus from that if you show it to her.
Because of how this stupid subclass works, I'm very good at
Oh my
crafting.
god! Oh my god!
I swear to God, building a character with the Rasmussen Priest subclass is the most annoying thing in the world, because you need 2 skills to eventually be a legendary. You need religion and crafting to eventually be a legendary, to kind of get the whole cleric and Rasmussen crafting thing down. And like the subclass requires those. So those are two of your legendary skills just gone.
I need to
But
do the
also,
same thing
you're
with
a
arcane
charisma
and nature.
character because it makes all your spellcasting charisma. So,
And the third is like deception in order to not lose your head when you
well,
leave
you don't need
Rasmiran
deception.
lands.
My third is performance that I'm focusing on because Bard, but yeah, it incentivizes deception. But
Yeah, I need arcane and
Fuck.
nature. It makes sense for the class, but it's still weird because if I don't take them at certain intervals, I can't like take the increase in spellcasting.
I assure you there will be something down the way that will alleviate it for both of you. Now, Palin and Dante, before we go, your impressions so far.
Definitely the NPCs are more fleshed out. I wish I had more. Like I watched those videos and I still felt unprepared for talking
sorry.
and politicking. No, it's a lot to digest and
It is.
to try and put myself into the position of a diplomat.
Mm.
It's just very like I don't know how you would prepare somebody who was not very well versed in the lore.
So this is a complaint I made on the forums to James Jacob directly, is how am I going to get 5 randos to understand all this back history in order to prepare them to be diplomats? So I'm glad you brought that forward.
it definitely helps.
It does. But I
Like
can't
I know a
expect you
bunch
to
of the
be
lore
experts.
for. I know a bunch of the lore for Ustalav and of course Razmarin because I had to read it for this character, and Keonan because cool elf nation where most elves come from. But like Multhun and Nirmathas, I know next to nothing about besides they're at war, and Druma I just kind of know about because the prophets.
I know a lot about Malthun and Nirmathas. I think between all of us, we'll each learn something new.
Yeah, I
We'll all
also
learn
know
something new.
very simple stuff about, like, I've read about Droma because I made Feld, so I wanted to learn a lot about Droma, but and I know like the general stuff about
I
Razmir,
deep dive.
Kaionin, and like Last Wall, but yeah, I haven't delved deep into the lore of all the regions. Like Nirmathas and Malthun is indeed not that widespread or
Nirmathas
important
is my favorite.
in the but it hasn't like any sort of important in the sense of like world-shaking events that
Malthun
make people
sympathizer.
remember.
I think in
Dante.
terms of like aesthetic,
Yeah.
Ustalav is my favorite.
Oh, good. Dante, quick impressions. Tell us where you think we stand right now, and we can end.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. As the guy said, there's a lot of previous history you would have to know in order to like fully understand the relationships and the dynamics between each of sort of these nations. But yeah, and it's always hard when you're trying to get people involved in a very sort of deep influence system that requires influencing several people all at once.
I will do my best not only to keep the NPCs fleshed out, but to also inform you as players through your characters what they're about and the history of their lands. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me.
Will Bram
Thanks,
be
everybody.
able to talk eventually? I think this needs to happen.
Only if you make him an awakened animal, and I assure you, if you do, things will be troublesome.
Oh, no. He's deep.
Oh gosh.
He's gonna tattle on how he's getting exploited by his boss.
He's a racist.
Yeah, oh my god!
All right. Thanks, guys. Have
have a
fun.
good